training today. My name is Cathy Macharia. Cathy is a mother and married. I'm married to my friend and business partner, Salim Morema. And we are blessed with 2 adult sons. And we live and work in Kilifi. So Neolife found me a few years ago. And because of our youngest son, I forgot to say that I do this business on a part-time basis. I'm employed, and my training is an automotive engineer. But right now, I have digressed to doing other things that included. And so when we joined a few years ago, we did because of our youngest son. We had some medical issues. He had some joint pains. And when we saw the doctor, we were advised that he would need to have some surgery done. So a friend of mine reminded me about the Neolife products, and even before we started treatment, we put him on the products, and he was told he needed to have surgery done. And so he had 2 surgeries to undergo, and we thank God that the surgeries went pretty well. One of the major one, he had even been told he was going to use a wheelchair, but he never got to use the wheelchair. We actually took it back to the friend who had so graciously given it to us. And as we were doing this, as he was using the products, then I wasn't interested in the business aspect at all. But I started attending the meetings, the Monday meetings. And I think the first Monday meeting when I attended, it was a light bulb moment for me because I was listening to Pascal and I realized that I had an answered prayer because I'd been asking the Lord to show me what to do as I prepare to go towards retirement. And so this became the perfect opportunity for me to start doing this. So we have really enjoyed, so we started off as customers, then got into the business. My partner, my husband, wasn't into the business at all. And but somehow by the second month, he got won over. And actually now he's the one who runs with this business. As I said, I'm employed, so he does this on a full-time basis. So we have benefited. I have benefited so much from using the products. My health has really improved. I didn't have any medical challenges per se, but I realized that I think as the years would have gone by, I would have started having some challenges because I realized that I never used to sleep well. I had issues with nails that were very weak. They kept breaking. I'd also started having issues with back problems. And so this meeting Neolife for me was the best thing that ever happened. And so we have gotten into this business now. We are really enjoying it. For me personally, I just enjoy the prospect that I'm changing people's lives, that I'm able to see someone's health improve, and then also pocket-wise. And my son, we also saw some just amazing things. As I said, he had been told he was going to use a wheelchair, never used a wheelchair, and his recovery has just been fantastic. So now, today we are learning about the organic nutrients skincare products. That's our topic that's going to be today. So I'll be sharing mainly from the heart because skincare for me has, I totally fell in love with the products, the Neolife products. And I'm one of the biggest advocates of using these products because one, that they're organic, that they're not going to make any damage to you or your skin. And then secondly, that they're organic. So for me, that's one of the things. And then the third thing that how it has made me look. I used to have problem skin when I was younger. And those will be some of the things that we'll talk about. And so the difference I've seen now is just amazing. So some things about the skin that we need to know is that one, it's the largest organ in our bodies. And it is made up of water, protein, fats, and vitamins. The interesting thing is that the skin, if you peeled off your skin and laid it out, it would be the equivalent, it would cover an area of 2 meters cubed, 2 meters squared. And then even the weight of our skin accounts for about 15% of our weight, 10 to 15% of our weight. So you can imagine it's about 10 kgs in short. And also another interesting thing is that our skin renews itself every 28 days. So I'm sure there are times you wipe yourself when you have a white towel and you are wondering why your towel tends to turn and becomes, at times black or something, or you see as though it's becoming dirty. Just remember that it's your skin that is renewing itself over that process. So it's actually flaking off. And one of the things I found very interesting as I was looking about the skin is that we shed 30,000 skin cells every minute. Can you imagine that? 30,000 skin cells every minute. So the work of the skin is to, protect us against the environment. It also helps us to regulate, it also helps to regulate the body temperature. And also you're able to sense heat, cold, touch. It also protects the rest of our body organs and even our internal organs together with our bones and muscles. It forms a protective layer around it so that it protects us against infection or disease, and then also allows the smooth movement of the body. So these are just a few of the things. So factors that end up affecting our skin, especially the skin on our faces, may be genetics. You might have come from a family that has issues with skin. So maybe it could be genetics. It could either be even the environment. There's a lot of pollution in the air. There is dust. We keep touching our faces with all the dirt that is around us. So that would also be something that could make your face become infected. It also could be because of the diet. The food is very key the diet we take is very key in the kind of our skin. And you can tell someone's how their health is by looking at their skin. And then even some of the lifestyle choices we make, meaning that the things we put into our bodies. So it might be the food we are eating, it might be the drinks we are taking, or lack of taking drinks. It might be smoking, it might be drugs that we are taking, and could be drugs that are recreational drugs or also drugs that are medication. So any of those things could enable us to have skin problems. So why should you take care of your skin? That's the question. Why should you bother to take care of your skin? Because let me tell you, when your skin is looking good, your confidence levels are usually ukuju. But when your skin is having issues, even you tend to want to disappear in the crowd around. You don't want people to notice you. It also prevents premature aging. I know we all want to look younger longer. Although the other day I read somewhere, it was one of those, just funny things that are written, that when somebody tells you, when you're aging and somebody tells you, when somebody sees you after a long time and they tell you look very well for your age, they are actually trying to tell you that you're aging. But can you imagine just being told that you don't look your age? I think that is one thing that can really make you feel good. It also shows the overall health and well-being of you as a person. So today, as I said, we are talking about the nutrients range. And so one of the things that you need to know, you need to find out, you need to check and find out what kind of skin do you have, because knowing your skin type, because that's one of at least the basic things for you now to be able to use the products. So normal skin is where you neither feel dry, neither feel oily. Your skin is just nice. Very few people have this kind of skin where it's just normal, doesn't have any issues. Then there are those who feel their skin is dry. How do you know that your skin is dry? At the forehead and at the cheeks, you normally feel that you're dry and they feel tight. So then you know that you have dry skin. What about if you want to know whether you have an oily skin? Oily skin, usually you find your face, all of it, even after you've bathed in the morning, maybe half an hour later, you find that your skin is looking like you have applied oil on it. Then that tells you that you have an oily skin. Then the other type of skin is combination skin. Usually the combination skin is skin that is normal and oily. So you'll find that the oily patches are here and here. No, actually the T-zone, they call it the T-zone. So across here and this way, you find that is where you tend to be oily. And then this place here, you find that you tend to be normal or dry cheeks. And then there are those ones now who have sensitive skin, who have to be very careful about the kind of products that they use. The beauty of our products, the nutrients products, is that they are They're organic. And I'm looking at our product catalog. In our product catalog, it's in page 44. That's where now we talk about the products. I'm looking at the old product catalog. So I'm hoping even the new ones that it might be on page 44. And it just shows you what the products are made out of. So one of the things they are made out of 10 fresh marine seaweed extracts. Then they are pure and patented sea water, 15 essential oils, and then 10 botanical waters and botanical extracts. So our products do not have any chemicals in them. So these are just fantastic products to use. A lot of the products that are in the market, we have no idea what it is that they have in them. And one of the products that we are told to really be careful about is a product that is called Probane. It's not a good product, and it's one of those products that end up causing, that can cause skin cancer. So it would be best that you try paraben, that you try very much and look at the kind of facial products that you're using. But if already you're a distributor in Neolife, you need to invest in using the products. So the sequence of our products is that we have them in. So what Neolife has done, they have combined the skin types. So we have normal and dry skin, products for normal and dry skin, and then we have products for combination to oily skin. So that way they know they have been able to cover for all those 5 different different phases that I spoke about. So there's normal to dry products, and then there's combination to oily skin. Now, the sequence of the products is that you start off with a cleanser. Now, if you have dry skin, normal to dry skin, the cleanser to use is the cleansing milk. Now, I have oily skin. So what I have a cleansing gel. That is what I normally do. Now, what I did, I started investing in the skincare products slowly by slowly. I did not buy all of them at one go. So I started buying one by one products, and I started with the cleanser because for me, I felt cleaning my face was the most important. So you could start off with the cleanser. So for dry skin, I've said for normal to dry skin, you have the cleansing milk. And then for combination to oily, you have the cleansing gel. So how do you use this? You wet your hands, and then you just open this and put 1 or 2 drops in it. The beauty of our products is that very little of it goes a long, long, long way. I've realized I normally, anytime I open my product, I date it when I've opened that product so that I can keep track of how long I've used it. And I've found that with my cleanser, I use it for 7 to 8 months. 7 to 8 months, and I wash my face twice a day. I wash my face in the morning and I wash my face in the evening. So once you put that, then you wash your face with upward movements, and then after you've done that, then you can now clean it with clean water. Whenever you're doing your facial, please remember that you don't scrub your face with a towel after you're done. Please pat your face dry. That way you're still maintaining the elasticity of your skin and ensuring that you're being gentle on your skin. So that's how you use that. If you're using the cleansing milk, what you can do, you take a cotton ball or a pad, and then you put a few drops of it into it, and then you now massage onto your face until you finish cleaning up your face, and then you can use water. If you find that you still have you still feel your skin is not clean, you can still do that again. Put another drop again on the cotton pad. If it's the cleansing gel, you put it on your hand, and then again you do the circular movements and you wash your face. Now, for people who use makeup, I'm one of the people who use makeup. I used to love having the makeup remover, but now that it's no longer there, I have found that the LDC works perfectly for me. So I use LDC first as my removing the makeup. Then once I've removed the makeup, then I'm able to do the cleansing gel. So that is the first step of cleaning. Then the second step you go to is now you take your toner. The toner is same for all the skincare, for all the skins, the different skins. So how I use this again, and again, this one I use it up to 7 or 8 months, again, this bottle. So what I do so that it can go a long way, I take a cotton ball and I dip it in water. I don't soak it in water. I just dip it in water to make it become damp. And then I put 2 drops of this onto the cotton. And then again, I apply it in a circular motion. Always going upwards, not downwards. When you go downwards, you're pulling your skin down. So this is used for all the skin types. The good thing with it, it soothes and tones and refreshes your skin. And then it also helps to remove any residual impurities without dehydrating your skin. So it's a very light formula, very nice to use. And even as you're using these products, you can feel that there's no harm at all that is coming to your face. Then after that, so that's the sequence of using the product. So you have finished cleaning your face with a cleansing gel or cleansing milk. Then you have toned your face. Then once you do that, the next step you go to is the eye gel. Eye gel can even take you a year because this eye gel, you have to be very careful that you only put one small drop, because you'll even feel that you're wasting it if you put too much on your finger. I think you need to know when you're applying the eye gel, please use your middle finger. Your middle finger does not exert pressure, a lot of pressure on your eyes. And remember that the region of your eye, around your eye, is where the skin is the most lightest. That is one of the areas where it's most light. So please, you have to be very careful with your eye, with your eye as you do this. Use your middle finger because that does not exert too much pressure. Again, use upward movements as you do that. The goodness with the eye cream, people who know about this, we call them crow's feet. Women, as we grow older, towards the end of our eyes here, you find them having those lines. They look like wrinkles. They're actually called crow's feet, and they help to minimize that. You find yourself that you're staying for a long time without them being seen. It also helps if your eyes are tired. There are times you have woken up and your eyes are really looking puffy. So this really helps that. And it also helps that eye region to look good for a long time. So this is used by everyone. This one, it doesn't have a specific, any of the 2 types. This can be used by anyone for it. So once you're done with the eye cream, then now you go to the serum. This is the serum. The serum is an oil that is very good for nourishing your skin, plumping up your skin, and protecting the skin to give it a youthful glow. Now, the serum for people with normal to dry skin, they use the one that is called Ultra Hydrating Cream. So always remember, for dry skin is the one that is written Ultra. So for dry skin, you use the Ultra Hydrating Serum. And for the ones who have oily skin like myself, you use the Hydrating Serum. So this one has a pump. You just open, and then you pump onto your face. And remember, very little. Just a small pump here, a small pump, and then on your neck. And then again, you use upward motions to spread it across your face. That way, you're making sure that you're not pulling down the skin of your face. And you also apply it to the neck. Never forget your neck, even as you're doing this. And I forgot to mention that these products are used for both men and women. So even the men who are listening to us, please don't worry. These are not cosmetics. These are skincare products. And they are used by both men and women, and they are very good for us. So once you have applied the serum, now you have just one more step to do. And I'm assuming you're doing this in the morning. So once you're done with the serum, Then the next step is to do your moisturizing cream. So your moisturizing cream, again, if you have dry, normal to dry skin, remember to ask for the ultra moisturizing cream. If you have oily to combination skin, then moisturizing cream is the one for you. Again, these products, as I've said, you end up using them for more than 7 months. That is guaranteed. I share this with my husband. We share our products together, and we imagine between the two of us, we are able to use them for 7 months. So can you imagine if it is yourself, if it's just yourself who's using, they would actually last you for 1 year. You use very little. You just flip it open, put a small amount on your finger, and then have 1, 2, 3, and under your chin, and then you can also have on your neck. Then once you've done that, remember again, always use upward motions as you apply it on your face. This one also even has UV protection, so it supports us. Although now I know in the countries outside they have sunscreen actually that you can be able to use. But ours, this in Kenya, we are able to use this. And remember that our products are all what is the word? That they are pH balanced. pH has a range from 1 to 7. So then the middle range, which is 5, means that it is balanced. And our products are between 5 and 5.5. So this is the moisturizing cream. So that means now you have finished doing your, if it was in the morning that you have finished doing your sequence for skincare. If it is in the evening, now the only difference now in the evening, what you do, you still clean your face again using the cleansing milk or gel. Then you tone your face. Then you do your eye cream. Remember, the eye gel, Insta eye gel, always use it. Morning and evening, always use it. Then after you're done with that, you miss the 2 steps of the serum and the moisturizing cream, and instead now you do the night cream. This product is just amazing. This revitalizing, rejuvenating rich cream is just amazing. This, for a fact, this one makes your skin become tight nicely. So you start realizing, like around here, this neck region, where as you grow older, your skin tends to sag. It actually pulls it up, and you notice that your skin has really looked very nice. So assuming you don't have as I remember, I said, you don't have to buy all these products at a go. Buy them pole. Start with one product, move to another. So I had suggested you could start with a cleanser. And then once you start with a cleanser, the other product you could actually get for yourself is the night cream, this rejuvenating cream. Because this, you can still even using it in the day, but then use it very sparingly, but works amazingly on your skin. If you are still not able to afford, assuming that you are a user of LDC, then you could actually even be able to use LDC as your cleanser until you're able to buy this. So start buying just one product, then slowly by slowly another product, like that. By the time you get all your products, you will realize that you will not be buying your products at a go. They will all be getting finished as you bought them in most cases. So you'll find by the time you need to buy the cleansing gel, the others are still with you. So you'll find that your pocket is not really being harassed by having to buy all these products at a go. So those are the products I wanted to share with you, and how you're able to use them. And please be able to look into your catalog and see all the other information that is written there with regards to these products, because they are just amazing products. And each one of us here should purpose to start using these products, because once you start using them is when you're able to share with other people about the products. But if you've never used the products, imagine it becomes even so difficult for you to go around telling people that that we have skincare products, and then they ask you and you tell them, mimi bado na sijaanza kutumia. How then do you expect them to buy from you? And remember that when a person meets you, the first thing they do, they look at you and they take in you as the way you are. And the first place where they look is your face. So you can imagine if you're telling people you are a Neolife, you're a Neolife distributor, and your face does not reflect that you're actually a Neolife distributor. So you need to make sure that you try as much as possible that all these products, that you're ending up as much as possible that you're using these products, so that you can be able to see how they can help you to look better. So what are the other things that you can do with regards to keeping your skin healthy? Please remember, we need to drink water. Water. Hydrate. That is very important. Ladies, 2 liters a day, men, 3 liters a day. It shows your skin, even when you touch somebody who doesn't take water consistently, you can tell by the look of their skin. Then also stress is one of the things that makes our body produce too much hormones. And hormonal imbalance is also one of the things that causes us to have skin eruptions, because then the bacteria sits on your skin, and then you need to actually have to do something about it. So keep stress in check. Look for ways of resolving the checks or the stress, or reducing the stress that you're having. Avoid too much sun exposure. Remember, the good sun is early in the morning until about 10 or 11. After that, please avoid the sun, because what it does, it starts damaging your skin. And what happens, because a lot of us, we work in the offices, we end up not even getting advantage of that early morning sun. So if you realize that you're one of the people who don't get enough sun, it's good to invest on using vitamin D. So either vegan D or vitamin A and D. And if you have listened to Betty teaching us in the various sessions we've had, you hear her mentioning a lot about vitamin D. We assume because we're in Africa that we have enough of it, but we end up not having enough of it. Then also monitor the kind of milk and dairy products that you're using. Monitor that, because it can make you have acne. Also, consider what skincare products you're using. I know a lot of us go looking for those cheaper products in the market, but what are you putting on your skin? Be very careful. And remember, I said, always check out that the products you're using are paraben-free, because paraben is one of those chemicals that cause cancer. The other thing also to consider, the detergents we use for washing our clothes, washing utensils in the house. If you've listened to Dr. Esese, she talks about how the detergents we use to wash our clothes end up getting into our skin, because no matter you've washed them, you've put them out to dry, there's still some particles that remain of that soap on the clothes. And so when you wear it on your body sweats. So when it sweats, the pores open, and so that chemical ends up getting its way into your skin. So these are some of the reasons why we really advocate that use our biodegradable products, the home care products, so that you're able to stay away from some of these problems. Sleep is also very important. 6 to 8 hours every day, you need to do that. And then ensuring that you're eating a healthy diet. Remember what our healthy diet says. We need to do a lot of whole grains. We need to have fish oil into our fruits and vegetables. And then also the last thing is, please remember to be gentle on your skin. Do not rub your skin. Always remember to pat dry your skin. Even your other skin, the rest of your body. When you're after you've showered or bathed, when you're drying yourself, try and pat your body dry, instead of having to scrub your body, like as though you're scrubbing it all over again. Try and scrub your body, and then try even the things that you use to wash your body, that they are gentle. I know we tend to look for those hard things at times to whatever on our bodies, because we are thinking that way I'm going to remove all the dirt. But remember, because your skin is always regenerating itself every 28 days, and that every minute 30,000 skin cells are getting out of your body, that you will find yourself having, that your towels will end up looking like you're dirty. But in real sense, you're not dirty. It's just that your skin cells are coming off. So that's what I wanted to share with everyone today. I don't want to belabor the skincare products because for me, I really enjoy them. I really, really enjoy them. So again, just to finish off, please remember the sequence. You start with cleanser, you go to the toner, you do the eye cream. And eye cream, I'm going to specify again. Please use your middle finger to apply the eye cream. Then you do your serum. Then after your serum, you complete it with your moisturizing cream. If it's at night, you do your cleanser. Then you do your toner. Never forget to do your eye cream. And then you finish off with your rejuvenating night cream. So thank you everyone for listening to me. I hope at least I have helped someone and at least I've given you the excitement to want to, use our skincare products. Let me tell you, once you start using them, you're thoroughly going to fall in love with them. They are just amazing. And you feel a difference in your skin. I like telling people that we've left our ages on the ID cards. We don't wear it on ourselves. Aging is a fact of life, but looking your age should not be. You should not allow yourself to look your age. But aging is mandatory. We are all going to do that. So just to share, as I want to close off, I'm going to share with regards to the meetings we are having this week and in the weeks to come. So this week on Thursday, there will be a meeting in Bungoma. These are company events. So if you have anyone you know in Bungoma that you can be able to invite, please do so. Ask your leaders to share with you the flyers for the company flyers, and you can even make your own flyer. So Bungoma meeting will be on Thursday. Then on Friday, company event meeting will be in Eldoret. And then on Saturday, there will be a meeting in Kakamega. So 7th, Thursday, Bungoma, 8th, Friday, Eldoret, and then Saturday, 9th, Kakamega. Just to continue with that, then the following week, we'll be having on Thursday of 14th, there will be a meeting in Kitengela, and there will also be a meeting in Ongatarongai. And then the Saturday of 16th, there'll be a meeting in Machakos. Then the mother of all mothers that every one of us here needs to remember, please put it in your calendar. Please make sure that you attend, is the 23rd August Royal Summit at KICC. If you haven't bought your t-shirt, I don't know what you're waiting for. It's only 1,500. It's a very beautiful burgundy color. Burgundy is close to maroon, but that's the way it's called, burgundy. Very beautiful color, and even the material of the t-shirt is just amazing. So please, guys, any one of you here who hasn't bought your t-shirt, please do so. Ask your leader if you don't have the details on how to pay for it and get it, and give your size number so that you can get it and have it with you on 23rd of August. So that is it from me. I don't have anything else to share. Maybe Gladys, there's something you'd like to add on? So silence means everything is fine. I don't know whether there is, since we have time, if there's anyone who'd like to ask a question with regards to our skincare products. Let me just check on the chats whether there's any question. So no question. So no question means that everybody understood my presentation, and I'm so happy for that. And if you have any questions, Gladys is saying you can put them in the chat. Please feel free to ask. We are distributors here, so we can be able to ask those questions that you've been thinking about and you don't know whether to ask in front of other people. Maybe you've never had that chance to. So please feel free to ask.